Would like to share with you a story. It starts out quite difficult. It is the story that was told in that there radio studio over there from Dan Steiner from preborn.org of a 13-year-old girl who found herself, thankfully, at a life clinic. Otherwise, her baby most certainly would have died. Before we share this story, which it's rough, a 13-year-old girl, pregnant, yikes. Note this, Mom and Dad. The parents of this girl had no idea. Look, I'm not for a second suggesting that every 13-year-old is being promiscuous. I would like to encourage this, though, Mom and Dad. We can't be too involved in their lives. I know, you get the pushback. Leave me alone, I'm an adult, this is my room, this is my phone. If your child is trying to hide anything, especially that cell phone, it is almost certainly a sure sign that they are living a private life that you would not approve of. How you deal with that is up to you, but let this encourage all of us. Our 13-year-olds, they still need their moms and dads involved in their lives.
Let me go real deep with a 13-year-old girl. I said girl because she's 13, that walked into one of our clinics, our clinic in Hollywood, California, a few months ago, and she's pregnant. In fact, she's like really pregnant. She's second trimester. She says she's 17 weeks pregnant. And she was alone. She did her boyfriend cut and run as per usual.
Course. Yeah, right.
Her parents do not even know she's sexually involved with anyone, and she's not sexually involved. She's 17 weeks pregnant. Here she is in our pregnancy clinic wanting an abortion. That's a good thing. We're glad she's with us and not with Planned Parenthood, because they'd be glad to oblige her and then charge her for it and ruin her heart in the process, wound her heart. And so we talked to her as much as we could, Todd, to no avail. She was determined to abort. Now, to speak to your issue, before I go on with the story, as to why she was alone in that with her parents, the non-parenting factor is obviously the issue. The stewardship of our kids' lives as parents until they're released from us into marriage or wherever is widely neglected across the country. So that's an issue in itself, But anyway, back to the story with this young girl. Her parents weren't there. Her boyfriend wasn't there. She's 13.
Did her parents know?
No, they didn't even know she was there. Didn't know she was sexually active. Surely didn't know she was pregnant, and surely didn't know that she wanted an abortion. And she is there. So we talked to her. She wouldn't be dissuaded from having the abortion. Something happened in this session that's never happened on any of us sessions that I've seen in the last 24 years. She goes, actually, in some cases, if I might use your little thing here, we take out the abortion tools and we ask permission. Can we show you what they're going to use on you?
I've got that tool down the hall.
Do you?
You bet. It's the little pictures of the baby at different stages. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, this is something different. That's a wonderful tool. These are the actual implements that an abortionist uses. We have them in our counseling room.
Wow.
Okay, so is this what you want to use? Here is the dilator that they'll dilate your cervix with. Here is the curette that they will dissect your baby with. We showed that to her. Now, we did that with permission, not to frighten her, but we showed it to her in hopes that she'll see what she's getting into. Informed consent, right? So, she looked at that for the longest time, and then she said, "Won't my baby feel pain?" And we go, "Yeah, 17-week-old baby, sure will." She goes, "Well, can you give it anesthesia?"
Oh, wow.
So she's noodling on this, right? We said, "No anesthesia, it's an abortion." "I still can't do it. This is ruining my life. I'm 13, And it was true. So we take her back into the ultrasound room. An ultrasound like you every day ask your listeners to support. One of them supported that ultrasound. And she, Roxy runs up the ultrasound on the screen, and it isn't a 17-week baby. It's a 21-week baby. Now, that's the age of viability. If that baby were born in a NICU in a hospital, it would have a 65% chance of survival. And And the baby's head fills the whole screen. It's a beautiful baby, eyebrows. I mean, the whole thing's there. This is a baby. This girl sees this baby. She about falls off the table. She goes, "Oh my goodness, that's inside of me. I can't believe it." And she starts weeping and resoundingly chose life. Resoundingly chose life. That baby is alive today because of listeners that support an ultrasound session for $28 a month or $140 for 5. That's what makes the difference. Now, of course, that wasn't the whole story. We brought her parents in and talked to them, and we walked through the journey of what's going to happen with the girl and what can you do after the baby's born, and the maternity clothes and baby clothes and cribs and car seats and baby food and diapers and all the things that we supply at preborn in our centers across the nation. And I'm happy to say that they're helping her. They're standing with her. In that respect, we were kind of parenting her. Back to your original question, we were helping her diffuse the pressure of the situation to do what's best for her, which if her parents were more active in her life, they would have not had her sexually active in the first place. That's another story, but it's the true one.
Thanks to you providing a free ultrasound, another baby lives. If you would like to write a story like that, visit preborn.org.
Hey folks, Crazy Al here, wanting to tell you about a new product called Conflict. Todd and Dr. John Street will walk you through what? The biblical approach to conflict. Oh.